What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tactical Trio. Joshua here. Hey, so we're going to be talking about why I switched my everyday carry gun from the Hellcat to what you see before you, this very brand new P365 X-Macro. I went to the dark side, guys. Yep, I sure did it. Now, there's probably some questions that you have. Why would I make that switch? Because everything I've ever said about the Hellcat is true. And I can tell you, it's a great little firearm. It doesn't really take away from it, but there are some very minute things that we got to discuss as to why we switched over to the dark side. So come in a little closer, we're going to talk about it. First off, let me give credit where credit's due. The Hellcat is a solid little pistol. It's super compact, reliable, and it does exactly what it's designed to do. So honestly, I never had any real complaints with it. If you're rocking a Hellcat, you're not making a bad choice at all. But after carrying it for a while, I realized there are a few things I wanted in my EDC that the Hellcat just didn't quite give me. Oh, and that's where the P365 came in, guys. This little guy, the ergonomics, and just the way that it felt in the hand, the longer grip really almost fit in my hand kind of like a 1911. Obviously, it's smaller than that, guys, but you get the drift. The better your grip is, the better your shooting is going to be, and the more comfortable you're going to be, hands down, every time. Three primary reasons why we went ahead and switched over to the P365 X-Macro. First off, ergonomics. The grip module is beautiful. If you ever held a 1911, I'm going to say it's comparable to that, obviously just on a lot smaller scale. But that alone makes a huge impact and difference when you're shooting. And I've found that just with that, the grip the way it is, you can really get your groupings very, very tight. And honestly, it just feels better in the hand. And when the gun feels better in the hand, what do? You gravitate towards it like we all do. And I can say for sure this is exactly what I do with the P365X. Now, number two, the other thing is going to be the flat trigger. The trigger pull, I feel, is a lot crisper. The flat trigger is night and day, guys. If you've never experimented with different triggers, I highly recommend you check out that trigger. But what I found is that I can get back on target that much quicker with this grip module and with this particular gun and trigger. I just find that I'm more accurate, I'm faster. Sight acquisition is a lot better because unlike on my Hellcat, this comes optic ready. So I have the Holosun 407K on here, and I find that in general, I shoot better with a red dot. I'm faster, I shoot with both eyes open, and overall, I just like it that much better. Now, for you guys that don't like the Holosun, just keep in mind, you do have those night X-ray sights on here. So if you want to shoot with the iron, you can shoot, and it's still gonna glow and keep that target just like you want. You're going to be able to stay on target just like you want to. All right, so it's optic ready. It has the accessory rail on it. So if you wanted to add a light, you're able to do that. I personally don't like to add a light to my concealed carry weapon. I feel like it's just something that adds a little more weight and bulk, and I try to keep it slim. Now again, it is a little thinner than the Hellcat, but it is a little bit bigger, but it conceals perfectly fine, and it shoots like a 1911, guys. She has a little bit of a kick, a little bit of recoil, but I find that I get right back on target, and I just find that it's really, really good, guys. I mean, it's a fine, fine choice of firearm, especially for your everyday carry. And I would say right now, it's the most popular everyday carry on the market. They're not paying me to tell you this. Nobody gave me this gun. This is just what my research has led to. And after shooting it, this is why I made the switch. Now, I also did choose to go ahead and get one with the manual safety. To me, I'm just old school like that. I like that manual safety. A lot of people like the trigger safety and things like that. But just so that you know, you can get it with or without that safety. It's really at your discretion or your choice, whatever you feel like you need to have. Overall, just a beautiful polymer grip gun. I'm going to make some upgrades to this gun here very soon. And what I'm going to probably be doing is changing out the afterburner ramjet, putting that on with the built-in compensator. The mag wells, changing out a few different things on there. Maybe the grip module. I've been looking at quite a few different things. So I think you guys will really like that. And I'm going to show you how to do those things as well. So if you like this video, guys, make sure you give a thumbs up, comment below. What do you think? What is your preferred everyday carry? Did I make a good choice switching from the Hellcat to the new P365 X-Macro? I mean, again, it's all about how you shoot. And as you could tell from this video that you've been watching on and off, I feel that I'm very confident with this particular firearm. And what is extremely important is when something takes place, God forbid if it ever does, you have to have the confidence in not only yourself, but also the tool of choice to stop the enemy or the threat. Now you're probably wondering, how is it to carry? Well, it's shockingly comfortable, especially with an end waistband holster like you see here. It's a little bit bigger than the Hellcat, but a little thinner. So it just vanishes out of sight when you put it inside your waistband. Now, again, I don't think you're gonna notice a big difference if you're switching from another firearm such as the Hellcat to this. Again, the grip module is gonna be a little bit longer. It's gonna be that much more comfortable when you shoot, but it might have a little bit more overhang, so it might be a little more uncomfortable like when you're sitting down, especially if you're carrying appendix style. So just note that. But overall, guys, I think it's very, very comparable. You're gonna get a lot more rounds. You're gonna get the accessory slide. You're gonna get the hollow sun capabilities or the red dot capabilities. There's a lot of pros to switching over to the P365X compared to the Hellcat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more great gun content. I appreciate your support.